AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway in Southern California. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down at 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 4th down, Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On first and 10. Here's Wentz. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now it's Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 36, Herbert. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. To throw is Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Indy.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wentz going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. That catch good for only a couple. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a third down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Going to try and throw on third. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got Granson, his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Working from the gun. Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Taylor. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Hines is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denying 3 points at the very end. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down and 4. Herbert. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st down, it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. Well, a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On play action, Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Wentz. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. He'll get this off to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Now Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
From the red zone now, Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Hines. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 81 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Play action. It's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Taylor. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Here's a diving catch right side. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll drop this down to Taylor. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Wentz. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Wentz again. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert going deep here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 38, Herbert. Room to run past midfield. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's got it. And he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased.